Welcome to Backstories, the podcast where we dig deep into the untold tales behind the people, places, and moments that shape our world. Every month, we'll uncover the hidden narratives that inspire, surprise, and challenge us. So, grab your headphones and get ready to journey into the past, one backstory at a time.
All right, now we have another returning storyteller. We have a storyteller whose life has been changed by this experience. So all of you have made Dave the man he is today. So we have Dave with a story called Namaste.
So you're probably all wondering why I asked you here tonight. I will be revealing which of you murdered, no, wait a minute, wrong crowd. So travel has at least two definitions in my mind. There's the pedestrian one. Did you get that, pedestrian travel? Which is, to move from one geographical location to another. But there's another meaning, which is maybe more profound, which is how your mind can travel from one idea or one opinion to another, and sometimes very quickly. And the example I want to quote is from Claudius in Hamlet, where he says, "Haply the seas and countries, different with variable objects, shall expel this something settled matter in his heart, whereon his brain still beating puts him thus from fashion of himself." So that kind of encapsulates these two definitions in my mind of travel. The variable objects you might see and how they might affect your mind. So keep those in mind when I tell this story, which is a true story. It happened to me. And pay attention because there'll be a quiz at the end. So this is 1990s. I'm working as a manager for the Egghead Discount Software store in Baltimore on Calvert Street in the heart of the courthouse district. And for the only time in my life, I get a headhunter looking at me, and I go to an interview to become a project manager in a small IT company in Pikesville, owned and run by Orthodox Jews. And I get the job. Interviewed by someone named Matthew Flickstein, who I guess hires me because I was Jewish, even though I told him I'm an atheist and I would not be joining the senior management in their daily lunchtime prayer sessions. So it turns out that Matt Flickstein was a practicing Buddhist. Turns out also, a fun fact, back then at least, maybe now, today still is true, most American Buddhists started life as Jews. Who knew? So his pseudonym, Matt Flickstein, was Bhante Sumate, and he invited us to join a weekly meditation center or meditation class at his home in Columbia, which I joined, and I met a friend there, and we were regulars, and Matt, or Bhante Sumate, said, "We're building a meditation retreat in, wait for it, Highview, West Virginia, and I'm inviting you all, this whole group, to come for a weekend meditation silent retreat," which we went to. So, if you can imagine, maybe, I don't know, a dozen or 20 people there, meditating silently, cooking food silently, serving food silently, eating food silently, doing the dishes, everything silently. And I'm starting to kind of get into the groove by the second day, because it's not my nature to either meditate or be silent. And the only opportunity we had to speak was each of us got an opportunity to speak with the guru of the new meditation center named Bhante Gunaratana, a little Sri Lankan priest, guru, looked exactly like Yoda, big tufts of hair coming out of his ears. So when it was my turn to speak to him, I tried to formulate some kind of conversation worthy of speaking to a deity or a near deity. And in retrospect, I should have realized, or even in the moment, if I had even a normal amount of emotional intelligence, I should have realized things were not really working too well for me at this retreat, because all he wanted to talk about was QuickBooks, which I knew very little about, and how to network computers for their new office. So anyway, another day or so goes by, meditation, food, sleep, silence. And it ends, and we shake hands. Still, everyone's silent. We shake hands, and I get back in my car. And I'm driving myself and Steve, my friend, away. And we had traveled maybe half a mile down this dirt road with gravel before Steve turned to me and said, "You know, you were snoring the entire weekend." No. Yes, you were. You're kidding. You were driving everyone crazy. You snore really loudly. No one could meditate. So in the course of this maybe, I don't know, quarter-mile physical drive, my mind had moved from, maybe there's something in this meditation for me, maybe I could achieve enlightenment someday, to the understanding that, no, that's not possible, and even worse, you're an obstacle, an impediment to other people's opportunity to achieve that kind of enlightenment themselves. So those are the two different definitions of travel that I think my story helps to encase for you all. Thank you.